Well, howdy guys, this is CoreCat13, aka Avery Coreline, and we are back with more Lunistice. I got a belch all of a sudden. Last time, we had a world of sweets and beat blocks. Or beat ding-dongs, yeah. Now we're going to, honestly, probably one of my favorite worlds, probably my top two. The forest world. I love forests. I don't know why, just something about being in the forest is really, really nice. Kind of reminds me of this one time whenever I was at my Nana's place and we went on a hike. Because she lives out in the woods, so we went about looking around. Actually recorded it. It was very early in my being out, so you know, fun stuff. And honestly, the absolute joy I felt being in the woods is just unmatched. So now anytime I see the woods in like a video game or something, man, I'll tell ya, I get excited. This area kind of reminds me a little bit of Gold Leaf Galaxy from, well, Super Mario Galaxy. Only a lot more fleshed out and almost feels like a Sonic Colors level. Or a level from Sonic Adventure 2. Which I'm not arguing about. There's a game that I haven't played in God knows how long. Sonic Adventure 2. I do own it. It's over there sitting on my shelf. Special thanks to my good friend Oscar for giving me his original copy. I can tell you why, too. Oh, I died. It was because he wanted a Dreamcast copy, so he has a Dreamcast copy of... Well, actually, no, he doesn't. He have a Dreamcast copy of Sonic Adventure, but I know he wants one. It's just cool. Nah, man, timing on that's so strict. Probably one of the trickier jumps in this particular game. Also, I love that the plants are kind of upside down. It's kind of neat. Excuse me. Feels almost like an alien world. Oh, wow. Killed by a crystal. And I tell ya. Oh well, no cutting things out. It's all reflexes. This is very pleasant music. That's something that I didn't really address, is that the music in this game is pretty good. Okay, I keep timing it too soon, I think. Or I'm like a little too high. It's annoying. But yeah, honestly, while I was editing, I didn't realize how good the music was in this game. It's just so pleasant. It's very easy on the ears. I just wish they would release a soundtrack for it. There we go, that's how you do it. I think this yep, leads to a reverse letter. Notice that these letters are appearing later and later into the game, or later and later into the stages. So you gotta keep your eyes peeled. Also, get out of here, you stupid popsicles. Damn bastards. I do not understand what that guy is. Excuse me. Oh, my body is refusing. It really wants to go to sleep. And honestly, it should, because... well, got another long shift tomorrow. I'll get another day off for about a week, so I'm just trying to get as many of these videos recorded as I can, because if I don't, I'm not gonna have enough footage to last a good long while. Man, this is pleasant music. It really does feel like a nice adventure into the woods. I'm surprised whenever I was like with Nana or whatever, I'm surprised I didn't see a snake. Although I remember this one time, I probably have talked about this before, but it's applicable. But I remember when I went camping with some friends, and we came across I'm not sure if it actually was a cottonmouth, but I don't know, it looked like a venomous snake. Could have been snake venom, could have been a mimic of sorts, could have been completely harmless. But I was very close to stepping on it. And ever since then, I've been very weary around snakes in the wild. Although the more I research it, the more I realize that the fear is a bit unfounded, considering the fact that snakes really don't do much. They just kind of hang out. As long as you don't mess with them, they don't mess with you. Although some snakes have a worse temper than others, so yeah. I want that crane. I keep missing cranes. I need to quit doing that. Though talking cranes makes me think about the Origami King. That's a game I need to pick up again. Man, I am dying left and right this episode. Though it is World 5, so I should expect I'm gonna keep dying. Also, whenever I said that the next two worlds are my favorite, I should clarify that I was talking about, like, I actually meant Worlds 5 and 7 are my favorites. World 6 is actually one of my least favorite worlds. Even though the environment's interesting, it's a mountain world. Mountain worlds are usually pretty neat, but I don't know. Something about this mountain world is just not as pleasant. So this one is a very fun, like, almost a roller coaster kind of feel. And I would go into, like, my whole tirade about roller coasters and stuff like that, but I already talked about it in previous episodes, so yeah. I'm honestly surprised my cat isn't, like, meowing out the door right now. He usually is. And it seems people enjoyed the antics of one Jenny Lynn Littles. That's literally his name. And yes, he was named before we knew the gender of the floof. But yeah, he joined me in an episode of The 1,000-Year Door before work. And to be kind of honest, I kind of wish he would come back in. Just because hearing him romp around is just fun. Whee! Alright, now we're on to my favorite level in this world. You basically can go in any order you want, and all of them are valid. You can use the cranes as kind of like a little guide as to which ones you haven't gone to yet. Just very neat. I like it. Of course, I also just love the autumn aesthetic. Like, autumn aesthetics are among my favorite kinds in any video game. one reason Autumn Mountain sticks out to me so much. It's just because it's a very pleasant environment. Then again, that Asian-inspired music also helps. It's very nice, very unique compared to the rest of the game. Man, I tell ya, that's a soundtrack. It's just amazing. Paper Mario the Origami King, in my opinion, has like one of the best soundtracks in any Mario game. Oh, it's not exactly controversial, a lot of people agree. As they rightfully should. I think part of it is just because of how varied it is. Like in terms of style and all that. It's a varied soundtrack. Variance is very good. Yeah, you can definitely tell I'm not a music person. I don't really know, like, music-y terms, if that makes sense. And I'm trying to figure out, like, where all the, items and stuff are. The only tough part about this level is just trying to figure out, like, what goes where. Because as you see there, I missed my target, so now I gotta go back up and find the letters. Otherwise, the last level is not gonna unlock. That's the reason you do all this, is because you want to unlock the last level. And the last level is interesting. So, you know, you want it. It always looks like it should, like, be full of water, but it isn't. It's very strange. I do love the little paw prints on the mushroom caps. So it's interesting to think that the mushroom cap is, or the mushroom is actually just like the fruit of the fungus. Kind of like how flowers and fruit are the are exactly that for a lot of vegetables and stuff. I don't know how to describe it. Let me see here. Alright, if I go that way, it'll take me somewhere else. I want to see what's over here. Always good to go off the beaten path. Jumping around on these things. Yep, that was worth a shot. Yep, I know not to go that way. Kind of thing about this game, you just gotta figure out like what direction works and what direction doesn't. The way I have Mario sitting. I have like a new plushie of Mario and he's just sitting in just such a weird way. Kinda looks like he's petting Luigi's leg. Almost like he's trying to comfort him. I don't know, maybe Luigi had to deal with Professor Egad for the millionth time and he didn't want to deal with him. I don't blame him. So I'm kind of surprised that Professor Egad is not a more recurring character. Like, you would think he would be in more Mario games, but he isn't. Very strange. Then again, Toadsworth doesn't show up that often either, so... It's a tad bit sad, because Toadsworth. It's always the older characters, kind of strange. Then again, Cranky Kong keeps showing up, so... I guess this is not just a bias against older characters. I don't know. Maybe they wanted top billing. I love that one title I gave that episode of Earthbound. Snake's got top billing. It wasn't a very viewed video, but I don't know, I just thought it was funny. Just the name of the episode. Just the name of an episode can make it memorable sometimes. Oh. Yep. That's a shroom. What the hell are... What is going on here? I think I'm actually supposed to go this way. I just backtracked. So easy to do in these games. So easy to backtrack when you're not really thinking about it. Boing. Whee! These mushrooms just keep making me think of Super Mario. Or Mushroom Hill Zone in Sonic. Alright, let's see. Again, really wish I could go into first person. Because the Y button does that, A does nothing, X does nothing. Apparently one of the triggers. Okay. That's interesting. Alright. Let's go up here. Path less traveled. Yep. Oh, this is actually the way forward. I didn't want to do that. Yep. Off the side we go. Looks like we're bouncing on the mushrooms. Because, you know, gotta have mushrooms! Actually, I had some with mushrooms today. It's a nice pasta dish, and it was really nice. It was good. Of course, you can't go wrong. Well, you actually can go wrong with mushrooms if you get the wrong one. Which, apparently that's a common way people around the world die, is by eating the wrong mushrooms. Then again, a lot of mushrooms look like other mushrooms. Though I don't think anybody would mistake those crystalline mushrooms for anything else. Of course, I've been proven wrong before, so... yeah, whatever. I gotta make sure I don't get hit by that guy. Do. Alright, this is the last one we haven't gone to. This one probably has the inn that we need. Because for the nth time, I swear, I'm tired of all this nonsense. Oh man, my nose is stuffy. Got some of that Robitussin over there. Probably need to take it, but oh well. Why would I do that? That makes sense. Alright, let's see here. Boing! Me going boing kind of remind me of, like, in a Hat time when Hat Kid would go swing! Although I guess it was more swang, is what she said. Though that could have also been Bo Kid. Whatever, it's the same voice clips. Just slightly lower. Yeah, I know what you did. Going up. And there we go, we found the letter. At least this one was easy, we didn't have to make multiple trips. And the more I think about Hat in Town, the more it makes me want to play it. Again, I got my Steam Deck all hooked up now, so I can just go ahead and play it at any old time. What is that? That looks like the blotticles at the end of Epic Mickey. Which, by the way, I've actually beaten the remake of Epic Mickey now. And yes, Jenny was there to witness it. They actually did quite a bit to change it up. Like, it actually now contains, well, not only Pete's as enemies, but also little bits of every world are now located inside of the blot. And man, let me tell you, it is scary in there. It is so damn scary. I mean, it doesn't help that the music is terrifying, but anyway. It's just really cool. There's a really cool finale. Actually, it was part of a longer play session because I had beaten Lonesome Manor not long before that. Like, I think about an hour or so. Maybe 2 hours before I had to go and deal with the blot. So yeah, the last world, and then I went and beat the shit out of the blot. So, you know, fun. Fun for all ages. Destroying bad guys. The way I said that reminded me of the angry video game nerd whenever he was talking about the, about Superman 64. So what the hell is this shit? You should be fighting bad guys, not testing your flight skills with some of the worst flying controls. I don't know. I don't remember the exact lines, but honestly, that's one of the funniest episodes of The Nerd. Fucking enemies. Yeah, now you know why they're smiling. They're smiling because they know what they're doing. They're there to be annoying. But yeah, anyway. So the sequel episode, Superman 64 Returned, you know, it's a decent little episode, but, you know, it's not as good as the original. The original is a lot funnier. Man, I tell you, my nose, my schnoz, it just will not drain, I tell you, it's crazy. It really is spring. And then I died. Because apparently, I ain't got no rhythm. My foot fell asleep. Oh my god. It's like recording at the first apartment all over again. Although instead of it being my arm, it's my leg. Freaking, well, actually it's my foot, but I tell you, it's so annoying whenever it happens. Boing. Heh. Get out of here, you smiling asses. Stupid assholes. Speaking of, since I'm actually thinking about the angry video game nerd, y'all remember when he did Sonic 06? Honestly, I can't believe Sonic 06 is old enough that he can cover it now. Makes you wonder, like, what other modern games the nerd is gonna do. Although James has covered more good games this go around, so who knows? Alright. Well, that's it for this episode. Bye!